to know what I would be like if I was free. I hunger and thirst to be free. And it's not, I can't do it on my own. I've got to take you. This is survival, is real. I got to take you. That's so social Darwinism is turned on its head in that regard. It's like, no, my job to be a good social Darwinist is to save you. And this is how it's about your soul. It's about where we're going from here. And you better give a damn about your fellow man. You better give a damn about the downtrodden. Because if you don't give a damn about Jesus Christ. That's it. It's as simple as that. You question yourself whether you want to fix the problem or not because you think you'll be threatened financially. You think it means you're going to lose. You can't worry about that, man. You got to say, look, that guy's conscience better be sufficient. My conscience better be sufficient because, I don't want the system to break down. I want everybody to keep working and serving and building houses and, flying the airplanes and running the ships and the trucks and the working at the grocery store and all this stuff and the factories and all this. I don't want the system to break down. I get it. I don't want the system to break down either. So the status quo is nothing to be concerned about. We'll have more stuff. The only difference is we get to go serve each other with a song on our lips, with a bounce on our steps. Okay, that's it. That's it. Freedom. Not for some, but for all. So it's logical to solve problems. Fiscally conservative, fiscally logical. I heard that George Soros-like groups were paying up to $2,500 for troublemakers to go in and disrupt Trump's inauguration. That's not free speech. That's paid speech, by the way. And any talk about setting off stink bombs, that's terrorism. You cause a stampede, could have a lot of problems. And this is what James O'Keefe caught people saying on tape. Manning was pardoned by Obama. That was interesting. I wonder what that's all about. But, like David Knight stated, that he should never have been indicted in the first place. Just like this whole, villainization of Edward Snowden. I mean, and WikiLeaks and Julian Assange. I mean, this is stupid, man. These are people doing what's written to do in the Bible. Read the book of Ephesians. Have nothing to do with the fruitless deeds of darkness. Expose them. Look, I don't believe in spying, getting in anyone's bed. I don't want to know what people are doing online, personally. But when it comes to people that involve your life and my life, all of our lives, and what they're doing and creating wars and problems for humanity, we need to know. We want to know. And this is the duty we have to expose these people. So Hillary's email, that's fair game, man. I don't want to care I don't care if she's a lesbian or whatever. I mean, look, what I care about is the policies that are going to affect me, the lies and deceit. We pay these people's, we are the ones that pay these people's paycheck. That's it. We're their bread and butter. That's the taxpayers. So yes, we have a right to know what the hell these politicians are doing. So Manning should never have been indicted in the first place. I was talking about last week these jobs. I'm very grateful to people that do certain jobs, and it's true. I'm really grateful, especially those people that do jobs I just don't think I could do. And, there's a lot of jobs I could do. I might be able to be a soldier, although I am a pacifist. That does not equate to coward. I believe in self-defense. And, like I said, I would have paid to go kick Hitler's butt. Nobody would have need to pay me. Nobody would have drafted me, conscripted me to go, okay? That's what a man does, what a man has to do. And that's what I mean about being pacifist. But as far as starting trouble, no, I'm the last guy that's going to start trouble with anybody. Nobody should be afraid of me. If I was running the world, nobody's going to get oppressed, man. But I believe in confinement sometimes. If you're not safe to be around the general public, you've got to be confined until you see the light. Yeah, I believe in that. And, we got the highway patrol out there and these first responders, your paramedics. I don't think I could do that job. I think I'd probably pass out, seeing some of the things these people have to see. So I'm very grateful to these people. Very grateful to the dentists. That'd be a very tough job to do. The mechanics, I know what a hard job. I had enough experience to know that's a very tedious job, and you got to be pretty smart. Nowadays, more and more, you got to be more and more intellectual to be a mechanic. So there's a lot of people I really appreciate out there, people doing very important jobs, the teachers out there. I mean, if I couldn't read and write, if I couldn't speak, we need the English teachers out there, okay? We need all the teachers out there. Math is very important. Everybody's got to understand the science of mathematics. Very important to logical thinking, to giving you self-confidence. It's good to know a little math. So everybody, there are a lot of important jobs out there for us to do. The point I make about, all these useless jobs, non-productive jobs that revolve around the problem is that we won't need them, and we'll have a lower work week. That means people have more free time, and prosperity remains. That's it. That's the reality I'm talking about here. So, I just wanted to point that out about jobs, because, there is the arts too, which we could say are very important. I mean, I needed the word from Shakespeare. I mean, gives me goosebumps, it just makes me feel so good. It gives me strength and comfort and, encouragement, whatever. So, the poetry is very important. The arts are we all enjoy, the delight, the feast to the eyes of a beautiful garden, right? So this is normal and natural. This is the way God created, to appreciate the same things he does. He created the flowers and the plants and the birds, of all the flora and the fauna for us to enjoy. That's what it's all about. And for him to enjoy as well. He's here. His spirit is all around us all the time. He sustains us. He gives us the life force. He's the electricity running through our veins. He's the breath in our lungs, okay? That's where God is. He's everywhere in the whole universe. I talked about Bill Clinton and how defensive he is about 9/11. Yeah, I find that odd, seeing he wasn't even in office. So why would he act all defensive about that? What, is he an idiot? Did he never hear of a false flag operation? No. It would have taken years probably to plant those buildings on the lowdown, okay? To plant those buildings with explosive and have them implode like that. So Bill Clinton, he's a liar, a known liar, when he said, I did not have sex with that woman. We all know he did. I mean, people should be open to polygraphs more. Even if we say, well, the polygraphs are questionable, well, still show their willingness to do it, okay? Because there are some oddities that can be proven, okay? When that scale starts, woo, this guy's lying, man. Was Bill Clinton culpable in 9/11? FBI, that's the one question I wish you could ask him and his wife, okay? If they knew anything. Did they have foreknowledge about the events of 9/11? If so, why did they let it go unencumbered? Okay, and George Bush, all these people are so useless. They've just wrecked our country so much. I have no use. And Bill Clinton, with his allowing the Glass-Steagall Act to expire, just a traitor, wrecking our economy, causing the price of housing to soar, which means the worth of your currency to just completely be destroyed, okay, and this chain reaction, this misery. All the homelessness, the wealth and income disparity, all this stuff is related to this 2008 banking bailout, takeover thing, fascism, all this crap. Man, these people are sickening. Roger Stone was poisoned by way of polonium. That's messed up, huh? That's pretty serious stuff. News clip, Economic Forum was saying the same things. If Trump does any mass deportation, it's going to affect the economy. All those consumables, it's going to affect housing costs. I've been saying that. That's what it was all about. That's all the immigration is. It's a way to prop up a failed economy. Now the economists know it. I mean, if you're smart, you know these things, man. It does not rocket science. Talk to your local chamber of communists. They know. The more the merrier. It's all good for business. 3 dead, 20 injured in Melbourne, Australia. Car plowed into people. Okay, now a few of the thoughts I've had in this past week as far as I can go while this tape is going. Like oil and water is elitism to egalitarianism. Pray that your sin will find you out. I think I explained that a little bit earlier, what that's all about. None of us know reality, but it'd be awfully nice to. Extreme poverty is the lifeblood of the beast system. Crony capitalism took a huge leap in 2008. And agreement is not a prerequisite to love. We don't have to conform our thinking to that of others, but we need to care about each other, love one another. Face it, they don't want you and I to be truly free. Fiscal impact of maintaining as opposed to fixing a given problem. I explained that very clear earlier. It's a phenomenal difference between fixing and maintaining problems. Due to mass dishonesty, the masses are dishonored. Elitists say, yes, we created social problems and you pay for them. They're kind of in our face. They've kind of come out of the closet now. Fascist-style crony capitalism is the expressway to full-blown communism. Yes, that's the path we're on. Coming out of the closet with gusto. Meet the delusionists. These elitists that still believe that they have a fight worth continuing to fight. A vast majority of acute human suffering is manufactured by satanic forces. Those opposed to God's